Do you know that at any moment, 15,000 to 25,000 planes are flying in the sky? According to Flight Radar, more than 100,000 flights land every day around the world. So the question is, if so many planes are in the sky, why don't they crash into each other? The answer is air traffic control and airways. Just like highways on the ground, there are imaginary highways in the sky called airways. Air traffic controllers guide planes on these airways using strict rules and fixed heights. For example, an airway called UM688 connects Europe and Asia. Planes flying east, from Europe to Dubai, India, and China, fly at odd number heights like 35,000 feet, 37,000 feet, 39,000 feet. Planes flying west, back to Europe, fly at even number heights like 34,000 feet, 36,000 feet, 38,000 feet. This system allows planes to cross safely with 1,000 or 2,000 feet of distance. This is very normal in aviation. But on 12 November 1996, something terrible happened over Delhi. 2 passenger planes crashed in the air. The first plane was a Kazakhstan Airlines Il-76. It took off from Shymkent Airport at 3:55 p.m. India time. It was going to Delhi Airport. This was a charter flight with 27 passengers and 10 crew members. They were businessmen traveling to India. The second plane was a Saudi Airlines Boeing 747. It landed in Delhi, picked up passengers, and took off again at 6 p.m. for Jeddah. Most passengers were Indian workers returning to Saudi Arabia. This plane had 312 people on board, 289 passengers, and 23 crew members. These 2 planes had different journeys, different destinations, and probably never expected to meet. But sadly, 349 people were about to meet in the most horrible way. At 6:23 p.m., the Kazakhstan plane reached a point called Lunka Waypoint. Waypoints are like road crossings in the sky where airways cross each other. There were 2 important airways here. One airway from Kazakhstan to India. Another airway called G452, connecting India and China to Gulf countries. These 2 airways crossed over Haryana. Planes landing in Delhi had to pass this point and then follow the Delhi Star route. At 6:23 p.m., the Kazakhstan plane contacted Delhi ATC. Its height was 25,000 feet. ATC allowed it to descend to 20,000 feet and join the Delhi Star route. At 6:32 p.m., the Saudi Boeing 747 took off from Delhi. The ATC allowed it to climb to 10,000 feet. Important point. Both planes were now on the same route, flying toward each other. The same air traffic controller, VK Dutta, was guiding both planes. His job was to keep them at different heights. At 6:34 p.m., he told the Kazakhstan plane to descend to 15,000 feet. 2 minutes later, at 6:36 p.m., he told the Saudi plane to climb to 14,000 feet. Now there was a 1,000 feet gap between them. At 6:38 p.m., the Saudi crew reported they were at 14,000 feet and asked to climb higher. ATC told them to hold at 14,000 feet because another plane would cross above them. The Saudi pilot replied, "Saudi 763 will maintain 14,000. Now here's a very important detail. The Kazakhstan crew did not speak English well. They had a radio operator whose job was to translate ATC instructions from English to Russian. This caused delay and confusion. At 6:39 p.m., the Kazakhstan plane reported they were at 15,000 feet, but in reality, they were still descending. ATC warned them about the Saudi plane ahead. The message was not clearly understood. Seconds later, another aircraft reported a huge explosion in the sky. ATC tried calling both planes. There was no response. The planes had collided. The wings of both planes hit each other. The Saudi Boeing broke apart in the air and crashed in Haryana. The Kazakhstan plane went into a flat spin and also crashed. All 349 people were killed. Not a single survivor. The whole world went into shock. Investigation showed that the Kazakhstan plane descended too low. Instructions were misunderstood. Translation caused delay. ATC kept only 1,000 feet gap. Radar could not show altitude properly. This tragedy changed aviation forever. After this accident, TCAS system became mandatory. Pilots must know proper English. Modern radars were installed worldwide. If you like this video, please like, share, and comment.